Okay, welcome back for more comedy. Please subscribe to this channel and please like this video. So, this is actually, I think I said part 3. This is actually part 2 of good first dates. And this is, I mean, some are okay and some are bad. But this is what I consider the only other very good first date that I went on. Alright, so this was a little while ago. And we met off online and we spoke on the phone for quite a while. We definitely spoke on the phone for an extended period of time. It might have been a number of weeks, I'd say. It was a while. We spoke on the phone quite a lot and for quite a while. And it was just from my point of view, there was a magical connection. There was definitely a connection. And it came to a point where we were going to physically meet face to face. And she lived a little bit far actually, so it was her idea to come over and see me, which I thought was good. So we had this date, and she came over to see me, and it was Valentine's Day actually. So she drove over to see me, and I gotta tell you, I bought her these special gifts for Valentine's Day, and I just really, really, really wanted to meet this girl face to face. I really, truly wanted to meet her. So I actually came down from my apartment, and I gave her, I believe it was yellow tulips or yellow flowers. And I gotta tell you, she was so beautiful when I met her. It was unbelievable. It was just unbelievable. So she came up to the apartment and we hung out for a little bit. I probably shouldn't tell this part, but I just couldn't resist. And I saw her and I looked at her face and I just heard her voice. And there was just a warm feeling when she came in here, like I haven't felt in a while. And I just started kissing her. And I said, I just started kissing her. I don't know why, I just felt it and I just started kissing her. And she said, shouldn't we go out first before anything happens? And I said, no, we shouldn't. And we both laughed it off and we decided to go out. Tell you the truth, I didn't know much was going to happen. I didn't know what was going to happen. It's the truth. So we went out to a Lebanese place. And I actually had a coupon because it was like Valentine's Day and they'll give you a free bottle of wine if you have a coupon. So I said, okay. It was also a good place. It's also a good place that I hadn't gone to in a while, but it's a good place. And I'm pretty sure that they decorated there because I checked it out the day before to be certain. So I went in there and I gave him on the slide, I gave him the coupon. And I gotta tell you something. The maitre d' was so rude to her, it was unbelievable. And it was, we went a little bit earlier, so I was a little bit surprised there weren't too many people there. We went at like 6 o'clock. And the maitre d', I don't recall exactly what the maitre d' said to her, but she said something that it was really more so her tone. I don't remember exactly what the maitre d' said, but her tone and her body movements, it was bad. It was despicable. So within about 2 minutes, I said, even though this was really our first date, I said, we're getting out of here. I don't like the way you were treated. I just don't like it. So we walked out and the maitre d' kind of found out, where you going? And I said, you don't treat her like that. I said, I didn't like that, and you don't treat her like that, and we're leaving. And I'm making a stink about this. I also said, please give me back my coupon, which I knew I wasn't going to use, but I just said it to be some sort of way. And I guess she respected that, but I don't like anybody being treated like that. And then we actually ended up going to like a little art show that was there, this little museum. I didn't know this was just lucky break, but this little museum that was opening. And then I took her out to this little kind of, I don't say a greasy spoon because it was a Greek place, but this little like really good place called Casas that's a bit of a hole in the wall, but also really good. And we sat down and we just had a great meal and there was rapport. And in the middle of it, I said, I must have said, I can't believe how beautiful you are in the middle of it. I mean, it was like in like a boyish way. And I don't know, everything just worked out. Remember the bad date that I told you? It was like completely the opposite of that. Like everything just 100% worked out. And then we came back home and long story short, we were, we're not together. We were in a relationship for a while there. And it was fantastic. It was really just wonderful. I mean, the takeaway from that is even though there's a lot of, you're going to have a lot of lousy dates and probably a lot more lousy dates than good dates. But every once and again, maybe it's one out of I don't know how many, but quite a lot, it'll work out. So for every lousy date, for every number of lousy dates, there's always a good date around the corner. Or there's always someone who's just going to be a good fit for you around the corner, as interesting as your personality may be. And we're all mixed bags and we're all people. And if you try hard enough, eventually you'll hit on the right dude or you hit on the right dudette for you. So don't ever stop trying, because there could be 2 good dates, or how many bad dates, there could be good dates right around the corner. So don't ever stop trying. It could work out in the end.